In today's video, we're going to talk about the 3 intangible skills that helped me land my first $300,000 job. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Katie. I am a coach at Career Sprout. On average, it takes us about 63 days to help somebody transition to a new company. Typically, it's a new career, sometimes even a brand new industry, and help them grow their salary during that first transition. On average, about $37,000 is their salary bump. So when we talk about skills, oftentimes people think of tangible skills. Do I know how to code, right? Or do I know like project management skills, like the tangible things? But these 3 skills are intangible things that I was really fortunate I had a mentor teach to me, or actually I read in a book a couple years back. So the first skill is the one we're going to talk about the most. The first is being coachable. So what I mean by being coachable is 2 things. 1, you can identify the right coach for you, and then 2, you're able to actually absorb all of that information in that the coach gives you. And I like the saying, you should imitate before you innovate. So pick the right coach. Once you've done that, then all you have to do is take everything that they tell you and just imitate it. Do exactly what they tell you. Don't try to sprinkle, any spice on top of things. Just do exactly what they say. Now, this is why it's very important to pick the right coach. Make sure you are picking somebody who has done exactly what you want to do, or they have a track record of helping other people do exactly what you want to do. Very, very, very important part. And having the right coach is the difference between getting through something, avoiding potholes. Yes, you're going to feel some pain along the way, regardless of whether you have a coach or not. But it's the difference between, oftentimes hitting your goals in 10 years versus hitting your goals in 1 year. I am so fortunate. When I got out of college, I thought if I made 6 figures, that was going to be the height of my career. That was my goal for my entire career. I was so fortunate that I crossed paths with multiple mentors who took me under their wing, and they helped me crunch down my goals. What I thought was going to take me an entire career, I was able to do in about 18 months. And now I'm doing exactly, what I thought I was going to be doing in retirement, which I absolutely love. So finding those key people, there's no way I could have done that on my own. Finding those coaches really is the difference. So for you, if your goal is to make, your first 100, your first 200, your first $300,000 job, whatever the case may be, either find somebody who has done that and wants to coach you, or find a professional coach that you watch their content, see if you get along with them. Ask them, what does your process look like? I'll put a free link, a free workshop below where I walk you through our entire process. So there's plenty of people that have actually just watched that video, and there are people that could take that and go, land their job. We get emails like that all the time. So find the right coach for you. There is not a right coach for everybody. There's a right coach for you, and then just go do exactly what they say. So that's skill number 1, being coachable. The second skill that helped me land my first $300,000 job was being committed. So it is really easy to get stuff done when you're motivated, but to be committed means that you have the discipline to get things done regardless of how you're feeling that day, especially in your job search or in leveling up in your career. Just doing the things every single day that you're supposed to. Typically, they are simple, basic things that you just do over and over and over again. So you've got to be committed to it. Then the third thing, this is arguably the most powerful of the 3. So you're coachable, you're committed, also being self-aware. This is a massive one. So we've got a couple of assessments that we use to help people become more self-aware, but really doing some soul searching and looking at the good, the bad, and the ugly that is you. When I did this, it completely changed my life because I had a lot of blind spots that I didn't know about, and a lot of strengths that I also didn't know about. And when I was able to balance those out and do more of the things that I, was really good at and less of the things that I wasn't really good at, that was when I skyrocketed. Not only, financially, but in fulfillment, in energy, in just, overall enjoyment of life. So those are the 3 skills, the intangible skills. Highly recommend you take some time to think about what those mean for you. What does it mean to be coachable for you? What does that look like for you? What does it mean to be committed? What are you committed to? That's another important thing. A lot of people are, climbing up the ladder. I always like the analogy where it's, people spend a lot of time, effort, energy, climbing up a ladder. And then as soon as they get to the top, they realize, oh man, my ladder was against the wrong wall. So then they have to climb all the way back down and then move their ladder to a different wall and do it all again. And they expend a ton of energy. That's why most people take, a lifetime to do goals that a lot of, oftentimes you can get done in 18 months if you have a coach and you're just, putting your ladder up against the right wall, and then you're self-aware. You're aware about what your blind spots are, your weaknesses are. You're either working on them or you are compensating for them by being in a team where there's somebody who can complement you. You don't always have to just work on your weaknesses and improve your weaknesses. Oftentimes it actually makes more sense to go into an arena where you can have other people covering your weaknesses. Not always. Some weaknesses, you gotta work on, especially if you're, low on emotional intelligence, stuff like that. So those are the 3 skills. I hope this helps somebody out there who is looking to level up or struggling to level up. Those are the 3 skills highly, highly, highly recommend focusing on. And if you need some more tactical things, I'll put a free workshop right below in the description, so you can check that out as well. So I hope you guys are having a good one. Talk soon.